Alrighty, what do I make a video on today? Crap. Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Adventure 14 here. Sorry if my voice sounds kind of garbage. I'm sick, so I'm slowly dying from my throat clogging up with disgusting, horrible phlegm. Speaking of phlegm, I actually gained a little bit more phlegm in my cold when I figured out how many plot holes that Obsidian creates. I wasn't really, I don't have a particular problem with Obsidian. Honestly, for a spin-off, not bad. They got some layering issues where, the animation does weird stuff, and I'm not exactly fond of the animation they chose. I would have liked if they just stuck with the regular Adventure Time animation and continued it, but to each his own. Anyway, so basically my serious issue is with the fact that this created so many freaking plot holes, and it's really, really upsetting me. So this is the plot and character issues that Obsidian creates. So, my first major issue is basically this. In the episode of Varmints, Marceline is heard saying this.
Then it kept growing, and there was always some new disaster to prepare against.
Is that why you stopped talking to me?
No,
And then Obsidian goes and shows a scenario where her saying that to PB makes exactly no sense. Okay, whether you like Bubblegum or not, or think it's a bad idea because it's gonna wreck the storyline, which honestly it may be doing already, didn't take very long. So basically that line and a good portion of the episode make no sense now because, you know what, let's mess it up, right?
seriously? Fine, we're done.
I don't know how they missed this, because there must have been a group with the storyboard artists of continuity checkers that made sure everything matched up with the previous show, and somehow they missed this? That was a fan-favorite episode. How can you take a line from that episode and get it so wrong? They totally reversed the entire situation, if the situation even existed, right? Basically, all we know from earlier seasons is that at some point, right, PB stopped talking to Marceline. All of a sudden, out of the blue, Marceline's very confused about this, right? It either ended a relationship or a friendship. You can take it either way. I'm not really going to argue against the bubble line thing today. I've done that before. You can go check out this other video. But basically, they have kind of reversed and destroyed that situation. So either way you see it, there's a problem with the plot. A big problem that's been made. Huge. That's big, and they missed it. And then nobody else is picking up on this. I haven't seen anybody talk about this yet. It's just me! How can it just be me? I'm like this little small YouTuber who's like a couple hundred subs. I don't know anything. Why are none of the bigger YouTubers picking up on this? Do they not want to go against Lord Bubbleline, or is it something else? Is it just something... Because I picked up on this, and a friend of mine picked up on this, and we were both mind blown, right? I literally brought it up to another friend of mine, and then he was like, bro. Why is this reversed? And I'm like, bro, you right, though. So I don't know how they could have missed this. Unless they just did it on purpose and they just said, screw it. Alright, hang on to your hats, ladies and gentlemen, because we're about to get into my second issue here. And that is that we know for a fact that Princess Bubblegum all through Adventure Time has been this very, very strong, independent character. She takes hold of situations, battles monsters, and manipulates the crap out of people who aren't agreeing with her, blows things up, has the ball blam burglar or whatever it was called. It's a long name. It's complicated. But anyway, that doesn't matter, right? Basically, she's bad to the bone. This girl kicks butt. She is dangerous, okay? Look at this fight, dude. She, beat the crap out of this guy, okay? She is, freaking trained in everything. She's strong-spoken. She's strong in action. All of a sudden, she's a goofball. She's useless. She takes a back seat to Marceline. What happened? She never took a back seat to anybody. And now she's taking a back seat to everyone? And she's all needy and needs to be recognized. She never needed to be recognized before. She just did what she had to do or what she thought she had to do. She didn't need to be recognized for it. This is stupid. What happened? Oh, and just a little sub point here. I don't think that Marceline would have been okay at all with all these people dying. She's just like, they're made of glass. They break. I mean, she spent like a good portion of her like earlier life protecting these humans and trying to make sure that they made it through. So I don't think she's just going to be like, glass, they break. Alright, and my third and final point for today, and these are just like my first thoughts about it. I'm sure I'll have more later, or maybe even correct myself later if I happen to find something that, de-solidifies any of these. But, I'll make new videos as I come up with new points. I'll keep you all updated, alright? Anyway, basically, back to my third point. Ready for this? Right at the ending, I don't think PB would be caught dead in a place like this. I don't care who you like or who you're there for, I don't think she'd be caught dead in a place like this. As, like, straight up and a matter of fact as she has been about things, unless it's, like, just being kind of shady. Like, I don't think she'd be in a place like this. Honestly, she's not going around listening to rock music, she's all classic music. And I just don't think she would be caught dead in a place like this. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. But, like, you know what? I'm just gonna kind of chalk that one up to they just needed it for plot. But again, she's acting all goofy and useless again. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching this video. This was a short one, alright? I'm honestly not really looking to make, like, a long video right now, because, I'm still thinking. Sitting here drinking some tea, trying to, get my phlegm to get removed from my throat. I would like it to leave. It's kind of like, if you ran, like, a crappy hotel, and you had, like a bunch of, like, tweakers, like, some meth addicts, like, living in your hotel, right? And you're like, bro, get out of my hotel. And they were like, oh, no, dude. I'm not going to get out of your hotel. In fact, I'm going to trash the place. And then you have a hard time getting them out. And then you end up having to call the police. And the police, in this scenario, is the tea. Because it's supposedly breathe easy tea. That's what I'm told. And supposedly, supposed to make the phlegm go away. So I believe it. Because that's what it said on the package, and that's what my mother told me, and I 99% of the time believe what my mother tells me, because she, as far as I know, has never lied to me. I'm kind of curious how many people out here actually had as much of a problem with the episode of Obsidian as I did. I'm actually very curious, right? Because it's like, I could be reading too much into it just because I'm so attached to the original show. Or I could be totally right, and this is like a bunch of crap, But yeah. Oh, so interesting thing. I think by the time this goes out, they should have already done the drawing. But Olivia Olson and a bunch of the Adventure Time crew, they put together this competition with some, like, bass companies. And by bass, I mean people like electric bass, like instruments, like do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do, like bass. Basically, they put together this competition thing. Well, it's not a competition, I should say. It's just like a drawing, pretty much. You enter your email, right? And then they pick an email, and if they pick your email, they email you, get your address, and they send you a custom bass guitar that looks like Marceline style. So basically what I'm saying is it has her branding on it, and it looks kind of like her axe bass, which I think is really cool, right? And I would love, just love a guitar that is specially made to look like Marceline's axe. That's actually always been a dream of mine, because I liked her axe bass so much throughout the show. I was like, man, that's cool, dude. You play some music, and then you kill some monsters. It seems like a good deal to me, I also always wanted a real version of, sorry, Finn's Demon Blood Sword. I always thought that was really cool. I don't know how everybody else feels about that sword. I've heard a lot of people hate it, but I like it a lot. I actually have thought about getting it tattooed on me somewhere eventually, like in my 20s or 30s or something. Like if I'm still at a point where I would want to get it tattooed on myself. If I'm still willing to have a needle implant tiny little droplets of ink into my skin, then I'll do it. I think it'll be cool. You know, like you get like this sword put on you, like on my back or something. I think that'll be cool. Ugh, I spilled some of the tea. Crap. Just like a little drop. It fell in my lap. Don't you hate that? I'm slurping just so you know that I'm drinking tea. Like, if there's a dead silence and you just hear, like, I don't know. It's not clear enough to me. I have to slurp. I have to, like, you know, you're going to hear me swallow anyway, because this is, like, a pretty powerful mic. But it feels better to me if I... It's like audible. It's like a good audible sound that I'm drinking.